about freedom, right? Freedom
He's
to...
just coming in to say thanks for watching.
Well, thank you for watching. You get to buy whatever you want because you got enough money in your life. Am I right?
To a point, yes.
Okay. You've got the freedom to buy anything you want to a point. And you feel that that's part of your idea of capitalism, which we endorse. We support capitalism. We have a hybrid capitalist model, but we certainly support the will of people to do better and improve themselves, which we think you represent almost the icon of that. I think you are the icon of...
Dynamite.
You are. I mean, seriously, I just want to throw some compliments your way. You're a self-made man, and like many entrepreneurs or whatever you are, we people want to have the freedom to conduct business without the IRS breathing down their back. The IRS is a huge problem in America. I very rarely talk about my flat tax, but I might as well discuss it right now. We believe a flat tax of 10% on money earned over $100,000 is all we want to do in terms of income tax. This is a complete modification of the progressive tax system we have. Congress would have to pass it, but would a guy like you like paying 10% on money over $100,000? Because I know you're paying a lot more than that right now.
Well, not necessarily, Dave. I mean, a good accountant goes a long way, you know what I mean, brother? That's part of the whole discrepancy here with the current tax system, because guys like me tend to be able to get over, so to speak, you know what I mean? If you have your tax properly, you don't really pay in excess that much.
So you've got a lot of tax hedges
properly,
right? Okay.
And your deductions lined up. I mean, you basically walk away clean.
Oh, there you go. You can wipe away paying no taxes at all. He's got a way to do that. He's cheating the system.
Yeah, is the
legally cheating it.
There's a law that just passed. Is that going to affect you about all of the foreign banks having to report any U.S. citizen holding funds in their bank?
I don't really do any offshore banking. Those bastards can't be trusted. It was, 20 years ago, I'd definitely be participating in that, but today it's just the risk is too high.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, now it's just, you can't hide your money.
You guys really need to incorporate, Dave. You need to get your own LLC started. And then...
Yeah, well, we're going to do that in 2016. Basically, what's going to happen, Rodney, let me give you the timeline. You all have a chance to get me on the ballot up until 2016 and through the 2016 year. If I'm not on the ballot in any state, for whatever reason, obviously people just are apathetic or whatever, we're probably going to continue the presidency role for davidsponheim.com, but it'll be disattached from America's Third Party, and America's Third Party will spin off as a lobbying group or some sort of an LLC. I'm just telling you, that's what our plans are.
Well, I'm just talking about in your own personal life, Dave. Like, let me throw a little scenario your way.
Sure, yeah.
You start an LLC, the Sponheim Family LLC, for instance, okay?
Yeah.
You turn your modular home into a rental property.
Yeah.
You now have Sarah sign a lease and make sure that Sarah Hart writes you a check every month as a renter. You follow me?
I understand what you're saying.
That now makes your modular home expenses, improvements, some utilities deductible. You follow me?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
It's a shell game. You need to get that going, brother.
Yeah, I don't believe in doing the shell game. I've seen it done time and time again. We could even borrow against the property and take a reverse mortgage and invest in other property and parlay that and do the same. I mean, there's a lot of scenarios that could spool out. I don't really want to do that. I'm not seeking personal gain. When I made a vow of poverty, I really didn't seek to steal money legally from the government. That wasn't my game.
It's not stealing, Dave. I mean, it's preventing them stealing it from you.
I hear you, man. I do. But that's why a flat tax would kind of hit everybody fairly.
Send to Ferguson, Missouri. You know what I mean?
No, he's not nailing me, and I do know it. The fact is, Topper Dan, you don't have any idea what kind of risk he just put out there for America's Third Party. I have virtually stayed to the gun all the way to the quarterly reports to the FEC. We've made everything 100% FEC compliant. We don't want to mess with rental properties and LLCs. We really don't. It would only entangle us in a lot of burden right now as we're trying to pass this wonderful entity, America's Third Party. Please just hear me out. I'm not trying to in any way make it a target of potential investigations. We are completely 100% FEC compliant because we want to pass on the virtue of what we've done for the past 6 years onto the American people. If you don't have the gumption to get me on the ballot, if you don't want to take the next step, we will then look at other options. But right now, this is why I answered you the way I did, Rodney. Because we don't want to take risks with this entity. You have no idea. As much as we want to make money privately, and everybody wants to make money in some way, we don't want to take a risk and put this in danger right now. So we're keeping it completely on kind of very even keel.
Completely above board, Dave. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is, you know, you get a little audit and then you got to send a little correction check, you know what I mean? They're not going to throw you in the clink.
No, I understand that, and you've been through that road. I've been down that road with other people. I've overseen breakdowns in businesses where the IRS literally locked the doors and put people at the door to monitor funds. I've seen this whole thing in my life play out. So as much as you're belittling it, it actually is a nightmare. When you first heard about your IRS investigation, if indeed you were investigated, what was your response? What was your reaction? Were you upset?
No, I just called the accountant and said, fucking deal with it, man. Let me know what I got to do to make it right.
But didn't you get a little spike in your emotional level? Didn't you walk around pissed off at your loved ones?
Not at all, man. Not at all. It's part of the game.
I seriously don't believe that. I could just imagine what you went through. But anyway.
Hey, we're running out of time here. Moving on, I want to drop a link in the room. Very powerful piece. Are you guys familiar with a show on HBO called The Newsroom?
Yeah, I've heard about it, yeah. It's boring.
I'm dropping this link in the room. You should definitely play this. It's a powerful piece.
All right, we'll
Jack
take a look at it.
Daniels dropping knowledge, okay?
All right, take care, man.
I'll let you guys go. I love you, Sarah. I miss you. I'll miss you all night. Dave, take care. Play this video, Dave.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get a camera in here. So we don't have any takers over here who want to join in the conversation. I'm amazed some of you StreamUp casters haven't joined us over here. You can go into StreamUp if you're already in there, but again, StreamUp is one of those networks that offers 12 different streams simultaneously. All right, so we'll play that in just a bit. Right now I'm going to wrap up what we've been talking about tonight, which supersedes the video about some other show.